In an era where global politics shape economies overnight, one country stands out for its unexpected resilience. How has Russia, against all odds, managed to not only survive, but show signs of economic stability? Today, we delve deep into the enigma of Russia's enduring stability. From sweeping sanctions to prolonged military engagements, we uncover the layers of strategic maneuvers that have shielded this giant from collapsing. Join us on the Geoland channel as we explore the intricate web of economic decisions, tactical partnerships, and the iron-willed leadership that define Russia's current standing on the world stage. From the battlegrounds to the economic front lines, we unravel the story of survival and adaptation. Stay with us as we break down the secret behind Putin's strategy and what it might mean for the future of global economics. The day Russia shook the world. In the shadow of the Cold Dawn on February 24, 2022, Russia initiated a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, a move that reverberated across the global stage, triggering a swift and severe response from the international community. This decisive moment marked the beginning of extensive economic sanctions designed to target the very backbone of Russia's economy. These sanctions focused primarily on crippling Russia's lucrative energy sector, including its oil, gas, and also grain exports, key revenue sources that have historically bolstered the Russian economy. As the world reacted, the sanctions expanded, encompassing a broad spectrum of measures from restricting access to international banking networks to a ban on technology imports that are crucial for several of Russia's industries, such as aviation and high-tech manufacturing. The objective was clear: to isolate Russia economically and diminish its capacity to fund its military operations. This segment delves into the immediate aftermath of these sanctions, detailing their scope and the direct impact on Russia's economic landscape. We explore how these international measures were intended to bring a superpower to its knees, setting the stage for a deeper understanding of Russia's response strategies and its surprising resilience in the face of unprecedented global pressure. How sanctions reshaped Russia. The economic sanctions imposed on Russia were unprecedented in their breadth and intensity, targeting the pillars of its economy with precision. These sanctions severed Russia's access to vital international financial systems, cutting off numerous Russian banks from the global banking network SWIFT, which significantly hindered their ability to conduct international transactions efficiently. Simultaneously, sanctions on Russia's energy sector aimed to cripple its primary source of revenue. International bans on Russian oil and gas not only disrupted global markets, but also aimed to deplete Russia's financial reserves critical for sustaining its government and military expenditures. Additionally, restrictions on technology transfers and sales severely impacted key sectors by blocking the import of essential components required for the development and maintenance of advanced technological and industrial capacities. This segment examines the multifaceted impacts of these sanctions, highlighting how they have reshaped the operational landscape of Russian industries. We will analyze how these economic penalties affected daily life in Russia, from rising consumer prices to technological shortages, and explore the broader implications on the Russian economy's stability and growth prospects. Russia's bold economic countermoves. In response to the sweeping international sanctions that targeted its economic lifelines, Russia swiftly implemented a series of strategic countermeasures designed to mitigate the impacts and secure its economic sovereignty. Central to these efforts was the pivot towards enhancing domestic production capabilities, particularly in technology and agriculture, aiming to reduce dependence on foreign imports. Furthermore, Russia expanded its trade relationships with non-Western countries, forging new alliances and strengthening existing ones, particularly in Asia and the Middle East. These relationships facilitated alternative routes for its energy exports and opened new markets for its goods, helping to offset the losses from Western sanctions. The Russian government also took proactive steps in the financial sector, implementing policies to stabilize the ruble and bolster the banking system against external shocks. Measures included capital controls and supportive monetary policies to ensure liquidity and maintain public confidence in the financial system. This segment delves into how these countermeasures not only helped Russia withstand the initial blow of the sanctions, but also laid the groundwork for a reconfigured economic model. We explore the effectiveness of these strategies in sustaining the Russian economy during this tumultuous period, highlighting the adaptability and resilience of Russia's economic planning. Russia's military and social fortitude amidst turmoil. As Russia faced increasing international pressure and economic sanctions, its military and social structures were tested under the strain of prolonged conflict. Despite significant losses in manpower and materiel, the Russian military continued its operations, showcasing a level of endurance that baffled many international observers. This segment examines how, despite losing a substantial portion of its original forces and facing a degraded arsenal, Russia's military has managed to sustain its presence and conduct operations. On the social front, the Kremlin's control over media narratives and the dissemination of information played a crucial role in maintaining domestic stability and public support. The government's propaganda efforts have been instrumental in framing the conflict and economic hardships in a manner that fosters nationalistic sentiments and loyalty to the state. Furthermore, Russia has demonstrated a remarkable capacity to mobilize resources and support, ensuring the resilience of its societal infrastructure against the backdrop of economic sanctions and international isolation. We will explore the interplay between military strategy and social engineering that Russia has employed to navigate through crises. This analysis will shed light on the mechanisms by which Russia has maintained its governance and public order, revealing the depth of its strategic reserves and the psychological warfare that complements its physical military engagements. Russia's economic surge against all odds. Amidst the harsh landscape of international sanctions and military conflicts, Russia has made significant economic adjustments that have not only stabilized its economy, but also positioned it for unexpected growth. This segment delves into the strategic economic policies and reforms implemented by the Russian government to navigate through the economic turmoil. Firstly, the focus on self-reliance has been intensified, with significant investments in domestic industries previously dependent on imports. This shift towards localization has spurred growth in sectors like agriculture, manufacturing, and technology, reducing the economic blow from sanctions on imported goods. Secondly, the Russian government's fiscal policies have played a crucial role in this economic adaptation. Measures such as tax incentives for businesses, increased government spending on infrastructure, and support for key industries have invigorated the internal economic dynamics, compensating for the external pressures. Moreover, the resilience of the Russian economy is also reflected in its GDP figures. After a contraction in 2022, the Russian economy saw a surprising rebound, with growth projections outstripping many of its Western counterparts. This growth has been supported by rising oil prices and a strategic pivot to Asian markets, which have welcomed Russian energy exports with open arms. In this segment, we analyze how these economic adjustments have not only helped Russia weather the storm of sanctions, but also set the stage for a sustainable growth trajectory. We'll explore the data behind the headlines, providing a nuanced understanding of Russia's economic resilience in the face of global adversity. Expert takes on Russia's global chess game. In this segment, we turn to a panel of distinguished experts to deepen our understanding of Russia's strategic responses and its implications on the global stage. Economists, geopolitical analysts, and insiders from the Russian business community share their insights, providing a multifaceted view of the situation. First, we hear from economists who dissect the impact of Russia's economic policies. They discuss the effectiveness of Russia's fiscal maneuvers in stabilizing the economy and speculate on the potential long-term effects of sustained economic isolation from Western markets. Next, geopolitical analysts weigh in on the broader implications of Russia's resilience. They explore how Russia's enduring stability affects global political dynamics, especially in relation to NATO countries and emerging markets in Asia and Africa. The analysts provide context on how Russia's tactics could reshape global alliances and economic partnerships. Additionally, business insiders offer a closer look at the operational realities within Russia. They discuss how businesses are adapting to the new economic environment, the challenges they face with sanctions, and the innovative strategies being employed to overcome these hurdles. Finally, we include perspectives on the social and political narrative within Russia from socio-political experts. They analyze the government's success in maintaining public support through media control and nationalistic messaging, and what this means for the future of Russian society. Each expert contributes to a comprehensive picture of Russia's strategic navigation through economic sanctions and military conflict, enriching our understanding with their specialized knowledge and first-hand experiences. Join the quest. As we conclude our exploration into the resilience of Russia amidst unprecedented global challenges, we reflect on the complex interplay of economic strategy, military persistence, and social engineering that has enabled Russia to withstand and even capitalize on the adversities posed by international sanctions and conflicts. Geoland, a channel committed to uncovering and sharing truths often overlooked or ignored by mainstream media, has brought you this in-depth analysis. Our mission is to offer a platform for unfiltered and comprehensive insights into global dynamics that shape our world. As an anonymous channel, we strive to remain unbiased and focused solely on delivering content that digs deeper than conventional news outlets. Your support is crucial in our quest for truth. By subscribing, sharing, and engaging with our content, you help us grow and continue to bring light to issues that matter, but are often kept in the shadows. Each share and subscription not only supports our channel, but also amplifies the voice of truth in a crowded media landscape. We invite you to join us on this journey of discovery and enlightenment. Subscribe to Geoland, share this video with your network, and engage in the conversation through comments. Your interaction is vital for our community and contributes to a broader understanding and a more informed public. Together, let's strive for a world where information is free and accessible, where truth prevails over misinformation, and where communities are empowered by knowledge. Thank you for being part of our journey at Geoland. Stay tuned for more insightful content that challenges the norm and enlightens the mind.